to another edition of Criminally Underrated Music Podcast. I am lucky as fuck to be with Human Leather. G'day!
Hi!
How's it going, alright?
Yeah, not bad. How are you?
Yeah, I'm alright, thanks. Yeah, cheers. Just checking in, yeah.
Yeah.
Right, nice. You've all got all camera shy, you know.
I know.
I'm just scared of acting up.
Alright, okay, yeah.
No,
You're never afraid of acting
you can act up.
Yeah, but the camera's on, so it's like...
Yeah.
Guys, as soon as the camera's on, he acts like a novice.
No, he's just always like this.
So you guys have come in to play a few underrated classics, probably most of which I'll have never heard before, which is good and the point of the show, really. You guys are obviously you've got a new record out, or is it coming out? What's happening with that?
Recorded it.
Recorded it, yeah.
And I'm being a faffy bastard and going, no, change this, no, do this,
Ah,
do
right,
that.
okay.
But then once it's done, we will put it on Bandcamp.
Nice.
And then we'll probably put it out on vinyl.
Ooh, lovely.
If we don't have anybody interested.
It would probably just be coming out of a bank account.
Yeah.
All right, okay.
And then used to further our own record collection.
And that of our few friends.
So, where'd you guys record that? Was that with Wayne?
That was at Bear Bites Horse Studios.
Yeah, again.
Yeah.
Haggerston.
Yeah, another.
Wayne Adams.
Yeah.
Have you heard of him? Listen to this podcast?
Pretty much almost every single guest I've had on bar about maybe 2 people, I think, recorded with Wayne. So
Excellent. Is he secretly sponsoring this?
Yeah, I think actually, I think he might be. I'm just waiting for the royalty money to come in, Wayne. So if you're watching, mate, yeah. So you guys are going to play a song each. So you're going to go first, Amy?
Yeah.
Yeah. So what do you want to? What are we playing first?
I'm going to go with the 80s Matchbox Beeline Disaster.
Oh, Brighton classic.
Yeah.
Nice.
And I'm going to go with Torrential Abuse. And I'm going to, because I'm going to sound like a wanker when I say it, but their B-sides and their first album is their best stuff. For sure.
Fucking
A. They are, I don't think we particularly sound like them, but they're definitely a massive influence on just me as a person.
Right.
I stalked them a lot as a kid. From the age of 14 to 22, I saw them about 28, 29 times.
Right, okay, cool.
I don't know if
right.
Well,
Well, they're a fucking awesome band, you know what I
Yeah.
mean? So, cool, let's listen to that.
I
Torrential Abuse by 80s Matchbox Beeline Disaster. Fucking great track.
Yeah,
really,
good.
really good. Really fucking like that. That was just. So why that track? Why not one of the ones off the first record or something?
I think this kind of showcases them a bit better. Like, I don't know if this is one of the ones that Casey Chaos produced. I think it might be. Like, he did a lot of their B-sides, and whatever he did, he just captured what I think their magic was.
Right.
The first album definitely captures that as well, but there's just something a bit more like raucous about it, I think.
Yeah.
And I guess bands do tend to put their more kind of, I don't want to be like out there stuff, but like as a B-side, because it's, I don't know.
Yeah, I've not really listened to it much. That's kind of the fastest I've heard of anything I've listened to. Like greasiest as well, you know. Like.
Yeah.
It's got a real raw kind of sort of punk rock sound, which is really good. Because I think when I first started listening to them, I think it was later on. I think when they were a bit more,
Was it like,
sort of kind of popular? I think.
Like Mr. Mental kind of.
Yeah.
Did that start sounding like the Cramps a lot more?
No, people always said that they sounded like the Cramps, and I never really kind of got that.
No.
Like, I guess you could say that they've got
Kind of the vocalist and the guitar sound is.
Yeah, but it's not though.
I don't know. Just you're like, whatever. Yeah. I don't really.
No, I love the Cramps
I don't really
as well.
like the Cramps so much. Either,
no,
so.
I like the Cramps, but I don't think I kind of get it because they've both got that kind of dark, garagey, rock, strutty kind of thing.
Yeah, also kind of sexy sounding a little bit.
Yeah.
So kind of.
Yeah. Leather jackets.
Yeah, totally. I do remember, it's a bit like, well, it's not bad, but I like the first time I saw them was at a friend's house. So there was a guy at my school who had mentioned that I'd like them, but I'd never heard them before. And my friend had like Kerrang as part of her package of telly or whatever.
Right, yeah.
And I went round and the video for Psychosis Safari came on. I remember like getting off the sofa and just being like, almost like up at the telly at the screen, just being like, they look so cool and they sound so cool. Who are these guys? They just were like, I don't want to be like they were like my boy band, but because I liked A1 when I was really young, so they were definitely my boy band. But they were just like,
Which member of A1 did you like the best?
It was Paul Morazzi because he had a nose ring.
That's awesome.
It's so bad. I went to a signing of theirs
nice.
and I bought my own pen, so they would like,
So
I could
they
take
would
it
have
back. And then my mum thought she'd lost it and I cried. I was, but then she found it and it was all fine. But I've always been a little bit obsessive about
this
stuff.
generic biro.
She's just written A1 and has touched this on Tipex.
So it's like kind of like when a hamster dies, like
it's
bought a big, there's a big cupboard full of biros or something like that. Right? Here it's here, Amy. Here it's here. So that's awesome. But
I get a bit weird about bands. I don't know if either of you have ever noticed.
No, I don't think it's weird to love fucking music. You know what I mean? Like, it's just fucking great.
The way I see it as well is I want to really meet them because I'm like, if you make music that touches my heart and my brain and whatever, I'm like, there's a bit of you that is like me, so maybe we'll get on. Do you know what I mean? It's more inquisitive in a way, like are you the kind of person that will get on with or not, kind of thing.
Yeah.
And most of the time they are. Like 80s Matchbox are all fucking sound people, but I've met some bands that are awful people.
Yeah.
And it breaks your heart.
I think we all have, So I guess it's the saying comes, never meet your heroes, in it, like,
Yeah.
But fuck it.
But why not?
Yeah, fuck it.
Just meet them and drink their beer.
That's sound advice to anyone watching this, by the way, you know what I mean? So,
that's human leather approved.
Yeah. Human leather stamp of approval, but nice one.
They've got it, drink it.
Yeah, exactly, you know what I mean? They can't drink it all, surely, you know what I mean? If anything, you're helping them with heart disease, and, you know what I mean? So, it's just like...
Look after yourself until now.
Yeah, exactly, you know what I mean?
Service to the music industry, right?
Exactly. So, Tom, what have you got in store for us? What we What are we going to play?
I've just been thinking about what I want to play first.
Oh, nice.
The
Okay.
whole time I haven't been listening to anything.
I've been listening to people talking, but
Still not listening. I think I'm going to go with Scholastic Death.
Scholastic Death.
Book Attack.
Book Attack.
Yeah, which is just like... Just when a band nails a genre of music, and it's just... I think this song was on one of the Tony Hawk's soundtracks, you know. And but actually the guitarist James from Manhands told me about them when I was like, oh, what do you listen to? Did he tell me about them? And then, oh, whatever, yeah. And it was because Manhands are also sick, another underrated band.
I'm not heard, so yeah.
Maybe we can play both their short songs.
Yeah,
fast.
yeah, man.
But yeah, this is just like hardcore punk, all about skating, just having fun with your friends. But then also, they've got some really like, it's so like snotty and teenage like politics wise that like you just kind of like yeah,
Fuck you.
But like you know, and it was all kind of around that like I don't know if you're aware of the like PMA hardcore, positive mental attitude hardcore.
Yeah.
Which you know has got its good bands and its bad bands like every genre.
Yeah. But these are one of the good ones.
But yeah, at the same time, it's not so blatant all the time that it's just like they're trying to pander to an audience. This is just like funny, but also serious. They've just got the balance right.
It's got it down. Yeah,
it's just sick. It's just sick. Loads of blast beats. This is when I realised that kind of blast beats weren't always lame, I guess.
They have their place.
Yeah.
Cool. Yeah, let's do it then. Let's do it. Death with Book Attack, that was fucking brilliant.
That was sick.
That was so good.
Even just like the lyrics in that one, they're kind of just about him reading, and it's like, yeah, it's just like that's kind of cool. Like a hardcore punk band, it's just like
does exactly what it says on the tin.
Yeah.
But I think you described that perfectly, man. Where you're like, with the sort of like kind of skate sort of like punk stuff, man. That, it was really cool. I really like the blasts as well, man. That was cool, man. It was just
Yeah, that drummer was also the drummer in Spaz, if you know that.
Yeah.
Classic historic American power band. That should be a household name.
In every house across America.
They all gather around on a Sunday and crush, destroy, kill, crush, kill, destroy even.
But yeah, that was wicked, man. I really enjoyed that. That was really cool. Was one of your friends from another band that we're going to play, is that? Or
I mean, we probably could squeeze one of the 30-second ones in if you want. Do that quickly. That's one we both agree on.
Yeah,
Manhands, also members of Skylark.
And
Kid Pang, if you ever heard those guys.
Not even Kid Pang.
Kid Pang. They're a fucking amazing band, and actually their drummer, when I was listening to one of their songs once, I was like, shit, that's it. That's what you got to do, right? If the guitars are playing something, you've just got to figure out as many ways to play as many different things over it as you can, and just do it. And then you still count into like the 4 or whatever. Yeah. But you're just playing different things. It's just like it makes it so much more interesting. It's really obvious, but
So that's how you do it.
Yeah, I was like, just click,
smash a lot of shit. As quick as you can.
But they're a Kent-based band, so
Nice.
it's always good to
Okay.
rep for Kent.
Yeah, like the Kent rep. You know what I mean? Strong rep, you know.
Yeah.
Ken Massive.
Right. Okay. So we'll do a man hands one then. What
Yeah.
what song do you want to do?
I reckon mint yogurt.
Mint
Mint
yogurt.
Yeah, it's a
yogurt.
great place to start with man hands.
Cool.
Describes it all.
Let's fucking do it.
Off a split with Lich.
Okay. Cool. Let's play. Man Hands mint yogurt. That was fucking great. That was really fucking. That just ripped, man. Like, it was just.
I definitely do like, and I think that's a common theme that we both have, like bands that like sound gnarly as fuck but are a bit stupid.
Yeah,
like definitely have like a silly vibe going on, and I'm like, yeah, I like it. It's like, yeah, life is shit and let's all be angry and shout about it, but let's try and cheer each other up at the same time.
yeah, I think that's a fair point. I think that, I think that's a really good, that's a really good way of looking at things. I think definitely, because you can take yourself too seriously, can't you? Really, like
Yeah.
You're doing when you're writing stuff.
And there's nothing wrong with like bands that are a bit more like solemn or po-faced or like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like there's a time and a place for that for sure. But and I love that stuff as well. But the stuff that really makes me like, is
Just
gnarly
fun.
and stupid.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
As well, you got kind of, if you're going to be all like serious and solemn about it, you've definitely got to have a set to back it up. Not just like
Yeah.
songs in the set that back it up, like your whole set. And it's kind of difficult to maintain, isn't it? Like, I often think like, well, if I just remained eye contact with one person for a whole show, it'd be great. But then you're just like, how do people concentrate for that long? Like, you know, when they're like being so serious, especially when you know them.
Yeah.
You know, it's kind of weird at this like level of music. You know them, and it's like, fuck, like they're actually acting. But I'm not knocking it. I'm saying it's fucking respect to that, because like
no smiling on stage.
Yeah.
Or being like, you ready yet? You ready yet? I'm saying that 10 times a set. It's just like.
But yeah, they were good. So they're from Kent. Are they still about, those guys, or
They're knocking about. They had a really long break, came back and did 2 shows, and now they're
back on the break again? Right. Okay. Yeah.
No, I think they're like just doing it as and when they can.
Right. Okay. But yeah, that's fucking wicked. But yeah, they're really good. Like,
I mean, the fact that more people are just clambering all over them to book them is amusing to me, because everyone seems to love a lot of hardcore and.
Yeah,
and then really good live.
Yeah,
good live.
Yeah. You can totally tell with some bands with recordings, can you? You can just say, they can do that. They can definitely do that. That's a good representation of what they can do. Yeah, that was fucking wicked good. I really enjoyed that. Yeah, so Man Hands, I'm gonna are they on Bandcamp and stuff? Can I get that? Yeah.
I think they've got a couple of split stuff out.
Okay, cool. I'll get the links for that as well. Yeah. Awesome. So what we doing next then?
Carp. Bastards of the Skies.
Yeah.
Yeah, Carp are great.
Where are Carp from?
They're from like I should know this. I can't think what it is. Washington Lightweight.
Oh right, okay, cool.
And it's Jared Warren from Big Business.
Oh right,
like,
okay, yeah.
It's the band that he was doing with his mates when he was at school, and I kind of preferred Big Business in a way.
Yeah.
Like, it's definitely got more of a kind of relentless kind of drive, and I don't know. Again, they're a bit more silly with it, but yeah, I don't know. I love them.
Yeah, cool.
And it stands for Carp, KARP, stands for Kill All Redneck Pricks. Because when they went to a really shitty school and they like with loads of redneck pricks, and they got like picked on loads, so they made like a newsletter that was called Kill All Redneck Pricks, and just dropped it around their school. That's where they got the name from.
I'm sold. Pretty much. Right, cool. Let's check it out then. That was a Carp, Bastard of Disguise. That was fucking wicked good. That was so good.
They're so good. They're like, yeah, I definitely, when I sing in my head, I go sing like Jared Warren. That's what I tell myself to do, so it's just more like powerful.
So how did you come across those guys? What was the...
Just from like doing research on like big business and stuff, and like knowing that it was his band from before.
When he was in school and stuff.
Yeah. And so I just like downloaded it all and fell absolutely in love. Like, yeah, their stuff's not all like that. It's they go a bit more soundscapey bits as well, but just they've always got that kind of raw. Yeah. And they kind of like, that song in particular, because like whenever I write stuff, I sometimes don't like thinking that I'm saying the same thing too much, but then I'm like, they make me realise you can totally do that as long as it's like it fits and there's the force behind it. It's fine. Yeah, definitely like I love Jared Warren. Just like everything he does is great, but that in particular is just
I've never heard that. Obviously, I heard Big Business, and Big Business are really cool. You guys supported Big Business as well at one point, didn't you?
Correct. Yeah. They were having dinner while we were playing.
Yeah, so they didn't see us. I was very sad.
Bastards.
Yeah.
But they did dedicate a song to us and apologised on stage for missing us.
That's cool.
So I'm like, that's kind of cool.
Yeah,
but
that is cool.
I was like, make sure you listen to us when you get home, and I'm like,
actually, like before playing with them, I'd never heard them. I just heard they were fucking good. I thought.
Yeah.
And they gave me a record as well.
Oh, that's cool.
So,
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
What the fuck? Really?
It's all coming out now.
Oh, what?
Yeah,
I've fucking seen them loads. I've chatted to them loads. What the fuck?
Yeah, no.
Guys, if you've ever seen this,
Tom was obviously
give me
just playing it cool.
shit.
He was just obviously playing it cool. Yeah, you guys are alright.
Yeah, and they're like, oh, it's her again. Fucking hell. Please,
I think
leave us alone.
He said something like, "Oh yeah, now that you're my best friend."
I better invite you to my wedding.
I did actually kind of like, well, I didn't really stalk them back to the hotel and drank with them a bit, but yeah, that's right. But no, I was with my friend Greg, like, but I was definitely like chatting too much shit. Yeah.
But you would do though if it was a band you really love, you know what I mean?
Oh, yeah.
It's just like, you totally would do that, you know. That's why I kind of tend to stay away from like bands and stuff, because I just know I'll just make an arse of myself, and I just like, you know, really don't want to, you know what I mean? I
don't know, I've never had really bad reactions from bands. You can kind of tell when they're like a bit like, I'm busy, please fuck off, and I generally just kind of go, okay, hi and bye, like I've definitely got vibes that I'm like, okay, I'm gonna go now. Like, sorry again.
I have outstayed my welcome.
That's happened quite a lot.
I really fucking loved that though. That was really cool. It's something I need to check out as well. So this is the great thing about doing this show, that it's like you get to hear some shit that I wouldn't normally hear, you know. It's like, it's the best way, I think. So what we doing next? What we play next?
Well, do you know what? I was going to play something else.
Yeah.
But I've just thought, oh, this song's fucking well good. Just thinking in my head, like, I'm going to go with Jerome's Dream, and the song It's More Like a Message to You.
Okay. It's more like a message to you. Okay.
There's like just the riff in this song. I remember when I first heard it, I was just like, oh, this is, you're just like instantly just pumping your fist.
Brilliant.
But like, they're like, they kind of, they're like a screamo band, lots of like fast blast beats, but like the vocalists for most of their like recordings and live shows didn't use a mic. He just used to scream like in like a really high pitch.
So you could get cut through.
Yeah, it cuts through, and like, I totally ripped that off in loads of stuff I do. So, like, it was just, it's just like when I heard this song, I was like, actually, I heard this song because Daughters shared it on their Facebook page.
Cool.
I was like, fuck, where have this band been? And apparently people have been digging this shit for years, and it's just solid
cool
song.
Daughters technically shared a Human Leather once, didn't they? But it wasn't actually us. There's another two-piece from America called Human Leather.
Oh, really?
And we both started at about the same time, which is really fucking weird.
Yeah, that is really weird.
Yeah, and they don't sound, because you think, Daughters sharing them, they might be a similar sound, but they don't. They're like 80s dreamy synth pop, and they have old tellies on stage and smoke machines and like a trench coat.
proper real art.
Yeah.
None of that PH shit.
Right.
Because they said, yes, I want to get this. And it's collectible. It's something that they can collect in a notebook. And it has a lot of questions and answers on one topic. And it has something that they can give to others, use to help others. And on that topic, in this case, it's anger. And those who have not been on a mailing list, you can't know about you. If you're not there, about letting us know, give us your address if you'd like to get on the mailing list to receive this. And people have been...
There we go, Jerome's dream, like a message. What is it? That's it.
Really?
That was great.
You in a bottle.
It's fucking great. That was like a bit like did that sort of grindcore stuff that of Rome. You remember? Those? Yeah, like
You got
yeah. Stuff's a bit more considered, I think, than like the thing. Yeah, that was really cool. I really loved the end as well. That was cool.
Nice.
Yeah, like, that was good. So like, there was 2 daughters. They shared that. Okay.
Yeah, as I was just saying, vocalist blew out his voice box doing that high pitched screamy stuff, and the like last 6 songs they recorded was a really cool EP called Presence, and yeah, like it's very, like really different from that. Even
Right.
like kind of definitely more like high quality recording.
Right.
But yeah, I'd also check that out.
Yeah.
If you like that, you'll love it.
Yeah, that was fucking great. I just It kind of almost felt a bit nostalgic for me or something, you know. It just reminds me of bands I used to listen to back in the day, you know.
Definitely.
When I first discovered like the Locust and stuff like that, you know. Yeah, that's kind of like, yeah, that's really good. That shit, I really like that. It's cool. Thanks for playing that. That's excellent. That's excellent. Excellent. Right, so moving swiftly on, like what we playing next?
I'm gonna go with a McCluskey song. I know they're not like massively underrated, but I know there's a few people that when I've met at gigs and I've gone, oh, have you heard of McCluskey? And they go, no, I haven't.
Right.
So I thought I'm gonna pick them.
Falls into the category.
Yeah.
Yeah, falls into the category. Definitely. So McCluskey, why? Just for that reason, or any other reason that you want to?
Again, just like massive influence on like what I like to make. And I just think Falco is his vocals. I mean, you can't really hear what he's saying on the song I'm choosing, but just the stuff that he writes, I'm like, I'd love to know what level his brain works on, because I'm like, just those lyrics are mad and
cool.
Something else.
Right, let's do it.
Yeah, Falco versus the Young Canoeist is the song that I'm picking.
Cool. Falco versus the Young Canoeist.
Yeah.
Right, cool by McCluskey. Right, cool. Nice. Yes, that was McCluskey, Falco versus the Young Canoeist. Yeah, that was fucking amazing. That was so good.
I love McCluskey and Future Left, and I need to listen to more Christian Fitness, which is the other thing that Falco does. But yeah, I haven't listened to much of that yet, but everything he does is golden, pretty much.
Yeah, it was really cool. It reminded me of like things like Botch and like, you know, early like Himsa and stuff like that. It reminded me of that sort of stuff. It's that really old school, like alternative hardcore stuff with discordant stuff. I really like that shit. That's really cool.
Yeah. I think that's definitely one of the more heavier songs that McCluskey do, but I still really like all their kind of like, I don't want to say like poppier sound and stuff, but some of the stuff is very much like just a well-written song format.
Yeah.
But it's like the lyrics are always really bitter and just full of vitriol. There's still something that's a bit like about it. Which I like.
That's great. Yeah, it's a band that I've heard of before, but not really delved into anything. So yeah, that's definitely
that album's particularly good, and McCluskey do Dallas as well. Yeah, that album's called "The Difference Between You and Me Is That I'm Not on Fire," which is a great album title.
Yeah, that's fucking great. Yeah, like that. Yeah, I really like the vocal delivery, and I liked all the. Yeah, it's just a really gnarly sounding song, and just really kind of just grimy. But, yeah, something like quite filth about it, which is good.
When we recorded with Wayne, he kind of just was like, "What do you want it to sound like?" And I was like, "That kind of clang, clang, clang McCluskey thing." And he was like, "Right, I know exactly what you want." And just straight away got this pedal, and I was like, "Yeah, perfect." I just knew it straight away. I'm not very technically minded. I just talk in sounds and stuff. And yeah, he just got it.
Well, yeah, that's one thing that Wayne's really good at. I think is like picking that kind of stuff up, because he's a really fucking good musician himself, and he listens to a big variety of stuff. I think that's the key to being good at his job.
Sure.
I think, you know, or one of the keys to being good at his job. He is good at other stuff, I think, you know.
Yeah.
Sorry, mate. but yeah, like, do you want to weigh in on the McCluskey train?
McCluskey?
Yeah.
Great.
Quick caption review.
I just kind of, whenever I think of McCluskey, what's the just one of their lyrics, just in one of their songs, which will turn you instantly into a fan of any bands. It's just the opening line of the song just goes, "All of your friends are cunts."
And the next lyric is, "Your mother was a ballpoint pen thief."
It's like,
great.
How you can not listen?
Sold again, sold. Like, you know,
that was the other song that I was thinking of playing.
Excellent.
So good. There's another, it's a Future of the Left lyric. Oh, I don't know if I can remember it exactly. It's like one about just the songs about shit films, and there's a bit where it goes, "At least Harry Potter had a proper story in the sense that the characters craved an ending, if only to release poor Billy Corgan from his role as the titular character's nemesis." And it always makes me laugh, because I'm like, it's a really long-winded way of going, Billy Corgan looks a bit like Voldemort. And I'm like, he does. It's brilliant.
That may be the most roundabout insult I've ever heard.
It's so good.
The man's a genius.
Yeah, completely.
That's fucking wicked. That's really good. I need to check that out as well. You know, there's so much stuff to listen to.
Yeah,
I always get a lot of homework doing these things, so you know. Yeah. So what we listening to next? What we?
I'm gonna go with shit. Do you know, I want to put on like some hip hoppy stuff. I'm kind of torn between People Under the Stairs and Afro.
Ooh.
I'm gonna go with Afro. Definition of a rap flow.
Nice.
I think he's definitely like one of the, you know, where he's just up and coming in the rapper. Young guy, super quick. His lyrics are like blast beats. Before anyone calls me up on that, I thought you only like blast beats. I'm like, if you rap.
It's like blast beats in lyrical form.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, it's a fair point with quick rappers. Absolutely. Yeah. Yeah. Let's fucking do it.
Yeah.
The Afro feeling is back.
Hi, my name is Afro. What's up, y'all? I am a literal, lyrical little nigga with an ear full of pyramid share, interfered, clear middlemen, flowing active, coping out with the coke bag, hold back, flow chance, shows growing in advance, knowing the fast, blowing the past, hoping the coping and knowing the dance, flowing and roaming and leaving us over the dope of the beat, the slow of the stand.
Tokyo Monster.
Godzilla rockin', knockin', illa stomping on the killer, marker, fawn the somber, cocky villain with Islamic scriptures, twist the picture, ripping, swiveling in it, slither in the image, killing all the minutes, sipping with your mama in the office, kicking on a liver, cinnamon bitches, dropping titty zombies over the city, posting ovaries in them, stirring the soup. First, earning a loot, earn worse words, you're a doofus.
Sold out.
Roll full, roll town, lower pound, sure mount, white, cheesy people like you, full house, Mike, seeding evil, even bleeding, sheeple rolling down, even Stevens dreaming of meeting the master, that's KRS. Rap attack, lead the rest, half-ass, beat a bet, matter of fact, I'm laughing and I'm stacking all the
Feeling so groovy now, Afro's flow will fuck your head up.
Let's begin it like this, the definition of a rap flow, I'ma reinvent it like this.
Feeling so groovy now, Afro's flow will fuck your head up.
Let's begin it like this, the definition of a rap flow, I'ma reinvent it like this. Medicine, eminent, feminine, sentimental with edges of leather metal, settled and envision, listen to Ed, a minimal, and I'm ripping a little bit, sitting in a villain, I'm feeling a little bit envy. beating them and ending with a heavy rhythm, ascending rhythm and training, lazy raising amazing aces. The Asian faces stay lane in the rapist cave and laden in safe havens. Master is the hazardous, half magical black kid stabbed in catapult rap, fashionable. I'm half of animal slash cannibalistic aneurysm trapped in the mandible, grabbing wisdom in a land of old. MC Rakim taught me to grab the microphone and slap the mighty hoes or try to pry you from my snotty nose. I am on the word of savior, robbing all the virgin players, calling urban betrayers to swerving lies. I'm in the urge for learning of the mega, serving a murderous rage, a Sherman and burning it with affirmative data, earning the wit, burning the matches. 16-year-old kid murdering burdens, asserting the damage. Motherfucker, you don't understand. Kick you in the head like all Ray did the Macklemore. Legend never die. Stop phasing out, avoid that annoy.
So groovy now. Afros flow, fuck your head up.
Hey, let's begin it like this. The definition of a rap flow. I'ma reinvent it like this.
Feeling so groovy now. Afros flow, fuck your head up.
Hey, let's begin it like this. The definition of a rap flow. I'ma reinvent it like this. Nigga, follow me, get them niggas and know what around the second, you put them in gas on the man and making you run it, the best if you run in the track. Oh, that's something that I had from the brain. It's half of the tame, it's half of half. I get them and tatted the same as half of the dame. Tackle your frame in the fat of the same in the top of a vein like a phantom. I be walking through walls, talking a lot. Yeah, you niggas coughing a lot. Who wanna look at you niggas and know when I'm leaving your body in the parking lot? Peace.
I'm just going to be unprofessional and just eat.
We have got loads of snacks. We brought loads of snacks.
You did bring lots
I
of
don't know if
stuff.
you can see the snacks. We brought loads of snacks. And more snacks that I'm actually dropping on the floor now. And more.
Floor snacks.
Yeah. Floor snacks. 5 second rule.
A bit more chocolate.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, so that was Afro definition of a rap flow. That was fucking great. Yeah, really good. Yeah, the guy is just unbelievable, isn't he?
I don't know how you can think of that many words
Yeah,
and say them so quickly.
That's like a rock album's whole album.
Oh yeah, definitely. Yeah,
Like,
absolutely.
Just in that end freestyle.
And I think, like, you know, there's like something really, definitely in American hip hop that I've found is like these shitty mumbly rappers are so popular and selling fucking millions of records, and the guys that are really great lyricists and really talented and great poets and fucking say shit that get you thinking and all the rest of it, they just like, there's just nothing for them, you know what I mean? And I think that's something seriously wrong with like hip hop here from the States. It's just like, there's some little kid like that's just like, you know, just mumbling, and that's somehow talent apparently. So,
I've managed to avoid that. Though.
Yeah.
I can really not.
it is like painful to listen to.
Oh, okay.
You know, like, yeah, it's just awful. Like, just,
that's what
you
I'm
know,
imagining in my head.
it's kind of like that. It's kind of like they've kind of just started learning to rap and they can't really do it. But it's like now a sort of art form.
Yeah.
Like, it's fucking terrible. Like, what? Sorry if anyone likes mumble rap. I don't think anyone
Mumble
watches,
rap.
Yeah, I don't.
Mumble rap.
Mumble
yeah.
Is that a place in Scotland?
I was wondering how long it would take you to get a Scottish joke in there. You know what I mean? So yeah. For anyone that watching that doesn't know, like, Tom waits for about usually 2 minutes before he makes a joke about Scotland. So, you know, we've got a couple of Scottish, you know,
Mumble rappers.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. And they're coming for you.
Bring it.
Yeah, no, that was fucking wicked good. I really loved that. That was really cool. Thanks for playing that. It's just a really old school vibe as well. Like, yeah,
definitely.
I really like that. You know,
I'm not like 100% sure, but I think this. I think another rapper called R.A. Rugged Man. Who I'm pretty undecided about. Some of his lyrics are pretty vile,
Right, yeah.
But like, then again, his flow is pretty good. I don't. I think he crosses the line too often. But I think he kind of runs maybe like a competition or something where he just gives out a sample for like the year, and just different people try and one up each other on like as like a competition type thing. Don't quote me on that though.
yeah.
That might be something completely different. I don't know, but I think that's what the score is.
Right.
That's cool.
But yeah, that's
If that is a thing.
yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, there's a couple of other rappers who have done like using that sample last year.
Cool.
And I've done like songs
okay.
with it, and
Yeah.
none as good as that.
That was the pinnacle. That was the pinnacle of it. Yeah, no, it was fucking wicked good. It was wicked good. So,
He also Afro also did this thing where they recorded an album directly to vinyl.
all right,
So
okay.
it was
Old
getting,
school.
it was
like,
getting cut as he
it
was
was-
doing it. And yeah, so
That's mad.
I mean, that's a lot of pressure when you're trying to cram all those words in.
yeah. You've got to be on your game.
Yeah.
The old, that's the old style of recording, isn't it? That they used to do, like, you know,
Back in there.
back in the day.
Back in there.
Back in the day.
Are we allowed to have another cheeky track?
Yeah. What would you want to
I
play?
want to do Herd Mover.
Herd Mover.
Yeah.
Herd Mover.
Never heard of them.
There's
I'm joking. I have heard of them. You know, really cool guys. Played a couple of shows with them. Fucking awesome.
great. The Brighton boys, and they're
Yes.
fucking sick.
They are.
And every time I see them, I forget how good they are, and then I go, yeah, and then I finally listened to them on recording the other day, and I've just listened to them like almost every day since. Yeah.
Awesome.
Yeah,
Awesome.
great.
What track do you want to play?
Heard Wednesday.
Held Wednesday.
Herd Wednesday.
Nice. So let's do it.
So there are any Europeans watching this? Herd Mover and Mr. Lizard are booking a tour next April in Europe.
I didn't know about this.
Hit us up,
Oh,
because we've got no shows booked.
Oh.
There's nothing to hear about yet. Or is there?
Quote that.
Yeah.
Right, let's do some Herd Mover then.
Yeah.
That was Herd Mover with Rural Banishment, Herd Wednesday. That was fucking great. Not heard them recorded before. Sounds wicked good.
It's so good. I've totally just put Preston.
Oh, that's alright.
Yeah, like I said, I saw them again recently, and I was like, I need to listen to them on recording because I hadn't done it before, and
Yeah.
so fucking good.
And I think, how much is this record? Wait a second, sorry.
Not expensive.
Oh, it's a name your price. So yeah, there we go.
Oh, yeah.
There we go, name your price. So.
I literally saw them high-fiving over getting a tenner once.
Nice.
So they can...
That's worth, definitely worth high fiving.
Oh, definitely.
Any amount of money, I'm pretty sure they're going to be happy with.
Yeah.
They're cheap.
So if anyone's watching this, please go and check out Herd Mover and buy the record, give them some money as well. You know what I mean? And if you can't spare anything, just download it and fucking listen to that shit because it's great. It's really, really cool. Yeah, really good band. Seen them a couple of times in the old South Coast Noise house. That we've all played in the kitchen.
Yeah, that place is so good.
Yeah. So for anyone watching that doesn't know, like promoters, South Coast Noise Society they used to put on lots of shows in their kitchen, which was one of the smallest kitchens ever. And somehow they got how many bands played? I think it must be close to 20 or 30.
I think more than that because there was. I'm sure on the last house show I saw like a board and they'd written a list of all the bands and it was like.
Yeah.
I would say at least 40, 50, if not more. I'm just trying to think of the board then. I was how many names? Yeah, about 40, 50 or more, I'd say.
Yeah. and there was some wicked shows in there as well. Like
Never any shit as well. There was never nothing ever kicked off there. Was it?
I'm like, hang on, you obviously haven't.
Oh no!
I don't know if you want to talk about it. But hang on, no, the guy
Did you kick off?
No, there was a guy being a wanker, wasn't there?
Yeah,
it was
yeah.
justified.
Oh, okay.
So there was a guy. Came. Just a random guy came in off the street, and I had a few shandies, like, you know, a bottle of Jägermeister. But anyway, so I had a few shandies, and Simon from Torpor was setting his drum gear up because they were about to go on, and this random guy comes in off the street and just starts going, "Give me your phone, I need to call a taxi, give me your phone." And Simon was just like, "Dude, I don't know who you are," like, really calm, really polite, and just saying, like, "I don't know who you are, I don't want to give you my phone," to be honest. And so,
she's fair.
Yeah. And I don't remember much after that, but I do remember headbutting him.
I remember hearing that you.
I do remember doing that. Not something I like to advocate, but
No.
I think he did deserve it. As far as I was told, like, he did deserve it. So
I'd heard from many people, because I was there, but I was in the garden when it happened, and like loads of people definitely said that like you weren't being out of order, like, even though headbutting someone isn't the best course of action, but you weren't out of order. Yeah.
No, I mean, it's not something I'm particularly proud of.
We've all done silly things.
But
by the sounds of it, you weren't in the wrong, and you know there was a problem there, and it was dealt with quickly.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah. So supporting Scottish the stereotypes. Someone, you know,
if only you had a bottle of Bucky in your hand.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, that would have really top things off. You know what I mean? Oh, fucking hell.
I fucking went to Glasgow like not that long ago, and I remember hearing somewhere that 90% of all the broken glass in Glasgow is Buckfast bottles, and I thought it's bullshit. No, and then there was a bit where I was walking along and there was loads of broken glass everywhere, and it was all pretty much green, and I was like, oh.
Yeah, no, it is. Yeah, it's Buckfast is consumed in large quantities.
Don't they now like set it in plastic containers? Because
I don't know.
Or like I'm sure I've heard that's a thing.
It's always something they wanted to do, including the government wanted to ban it as well. But they're having trouble doing that. But
they have to ban all the tonic wines.
Yeah,
it's all the same, aren't they? Like that Magnum.
Well, that one
stuff.
That Buckfast has more. I think it has twice as much caffeine than a bottle of cola.
Wow.
Or it might. I remember reading somewhere it was like something like 3 times the amount of caffeine in a can of Red Bull. That's in. You know what I mean? So it's really caffeinated stuff.
Thick,
like, it's sludgy. Yeah. It's like put it on your roast potatoes on a Sunday. You know.
I've done some dead fancy roast potatoes. Put red wine on them and everything.
Try that lovely red wine jus.
Why is Nana punching the dog? What is she doing? Get her off of it.
I went to this dinner party and everyone started fighting. Right, so anyway, I'll stop talking shite, so apologies for
No,
that.
that's great.
So we're going to do one more song, so we've got one more.
Yeah, I've kind of got to do it, I'm afraid, but I'm going to choose a die choking song.
Die choking, nice.
Your besties. You bros.
No. Yeah,
great band.
Yeah, and they obviously sorted Mr. Lizard out last summer big time, and all really sound guys, believe it or not. And no, they're like seriously, and just like that drummer, like Josh, their drummer, was like, yeah, you kind of watch people play drums like that, and you're like, fuck, like you're just like, I need to play better. Basically. So
that's exactly the kind of feeling I get when I watch you play drums. Like it was just wanted to go, I play quite a good set actually, and then you guys come on, I'm like, oh, fuck's sake. Fuck's sake. Better get practicing.
It's usually actually how we feel. We should have practiced.
We've just all got low self-esteem. That's what it is, you know what I mean?
But it's good, they're all in a mutual appreciation come together. We're all making each other feel good.
Yeah, because we could perform, we could have a performer support group or something like that. You know?
I've never played one good set.
Right, so we'll do some die choking. This is the last song, so thank you very much for tuning in to watch this. If you like this podcast, please like, share, and
Are we
subscribe.
allowed to play one of our own songs?
I'll put some on after the die choking song.
Promotion.
Yeah, of course, of course. There's no way I'm not going to talk about human leather. So yeah. With that, thank you guys for coming in.
Thank you for asking us.
Like, no, fucking
It's been
brilliant.
fun.
Yeah, really, really good.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm slowing down the podcast, so I haven't been able to do as many, but I want to kind of do them when it's right, you know. So yeah, thanks very much for tuning in, guys, and we'll see you again next time. This is Die Choking.